Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, please email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below. Your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see on any Watchbox platform. Please reach out to me directly. Email tmosso@thewatchbox.com. Today, we're discussing a rare handcrafted Rolex watch that was launched at Bosworld 2015. This is the Rolex Oyster Perpetual Pearlmaster. It is the 86348 SABLV. It combines diamonds with yellow gold, an olive green dial, and multicolored rainbow spectrum sapphires. It is a spectacular watch. It's a little bit bigger than a standard Datejust, but it's not as big as the Datejust 41. So this is 39 millimeters in diameter, 12.1 millimeters thick, lug-to-lug, just the case. It measures 44.6 millimeters across the wrist and has a 50.8 millimeter span across the wrist with a 20 millimeter spacing between the lugs. Now you pop open the clasp. You can see it has a unique Pearlmaster bracelet. You throw it on the wrist. It is bigger than a DJ36, but it actually wears quite large because of the solid end links of the bracelet. So while you could wear this watch on a wrist as small as 13.5 centimeters circumference, I think 14 and up is probably going to be a better match. Also, because the watch is so visible, you need a substantial wrist to counterbalance the sheer visual impact of all these gems and this gold. That said, it is flat enough to easily slide underneath a dress cuff. You can see it would slide underneath my shirt cuff with no problem. About this Pearlmaster bracelet, it's not the President, it's not the Jubilee, it's not the Oyster. We'll get a little bit closer here without corrupting the focus. And you can see that it's a relatively robust design, closer to the Oyster in how it feels on the wrist than the two dress bracelets. You can see it has large primary links in high polish with rounded edges. They've got a little bit of molded in curvature on the bottom, and then we have set gems across the intermediate links. You can see removable links are still fixed by screws, and we do have a half link in there. You can see that there is a crown clasp, much like you'll find on the President and on certain Rolex dress watches, like the Day-Date when equipped with the Oyster. There is a crown clasp, and the crown is the only visible partition point between the two sides. So you can see internally there's a beak and a hook, so it gives you a locking system. It's not simply friction fit, it is quite robust. And this is why I say the watch wears a little bit large. You have these solid end links that really project out across the wrist. We have a twin lock crown, screw down, 100-meter water resistance, perfectly color-matched sapphires. Gem setting at Rolex is still done the way it would have been done in the 19th century, and it is really the only part of the fabrication of a Rolex watch that is still done the way it would have been done in the 19th century. The gems are set, the firing is completed to set within the gold all of these beautiful, brilliant cut diamonds and baguette cut gems. Taking a quick look, we'll get close as we can. You can see there's a spectrum of orange, yellow, green, and blue sapphires, and the color matching is the only part that's automated with the gem setting. The color matching is perfect because these are optically sorted. Now, taking a look at the dial, it is a metallic sunburst in olive green with diamond set Arabic numerals 9 and 6 with little brilliant cut gems there, and then we have larger brilliant cut gems on yellow gold indices for the hours. The watch uses the Rolex caliber 3235, which has hacking seconds, as well as a quick set date. The watch is automatic winding with a 70-hour power reserve. It beats away at 28,800 vibrations per hour and has 31 pivot jewels. It is braced against shock with a winding rotor bearing rather than the old jeweled staff, a full balance bridge, and a free sprung balance. It has a handmade Breguet overcoil hairspring that allows it to keep excellent time in any physical position. And that overcoil is made of a blue oxidized niobium zirconium alloy. Rolex calls it parachrom blue, but it's well known in the industry as a highly anti-magnetic alloy for a hairspring. The watch is also COSC certified as a Swiss chronometer, but Rolex goes above and beyond, taking the certified movement, casing it up, and then testing it in 6 positions to run no worse than +2, -2 seconds per 24 hours. And that is the basis for this term superlative chronometer on the dial. This is a lot of Rolex, both physically and figuratively. It's a watch with a stunning presence. It's not for everyone. It is overwhelming. But if you want the most extravagant and extravagantly handmade and rare Rolex, after The rainbow Daytonas go nuts. People are going to start looking at these. So reach out to Team Mosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details.